Welcome to level 2 of value and texture. For this level, you will need a sharpened number 2 pencil. Please label your first rectangle as smudged. Please also write down this definition. Value. Value means the lightness or darkness of tones or colors. We are going to be creating a basic value scale. To create a basic value scale, you are going to start by making the first block of your scale the darkest and leaving the last block the lightest. So for me, that means I'm going to come to this block here. This will be my first block, my second block, third block, fourth, fifth, sixth, and seventh. For this block here, I'm going to fill this space in as dark as I can with my pencil. You will notice as I do this, I am careful to shade in one direction. By shading in one direction, I get an even color, even tone. To make it darker, I am now going to switch directions and go back over top. Making that square as dark as I can. Now, my last block, number 7, is my lightest. So I'm going to leave it white of the paper. I'm not going to do anything in that square. What I am going to do is go down to my box number 6, and this is going to be the lightest tone, so that means that there is pencil applied in the entire scale. So very, very lightly, with no pressure whatsoever, I'm going to fill in that square. I'm even going to use my finger to smudge out that square. Smudging is another technique to create a consistent tone or color. So we have darkest, we have white, and we have our lightest value, lightest tone here. Now our job is to incrementally work our way to this lightest value. So I'm going to go down, back down to number 2. I'm going to look at my darkest value, and I'm going to begin to fill in box number 2 with a value that is lighter than this, but darker than this. Again, going one consistent direction and then switching and going a second consistent direction. I'm going to choose to again use my finger, smudge that in to make a consistent tone. Okay, now I'll move on to box 3. Box 3 needs to be lighter than box 2, but still darker than box 6. Box 3, I'm still applying a pressure. I'm not just dragging it across. Again, I'll use my finger, smudge out box 3. Box 4 must be lighter than box 3, but darker than box 6. At this point, I am starting to lighten my pressure. Right now, box 4 and box 6 look very similar, so I'm going to do one more layer on box 4. Good. Now I only have one more box to complete, and it's box 5. This will probably be your trickiest box because it needs to be lighter than box 4, but still darker than box 6. I'm going to start very light and build up from there. Right now, box 5 and 6 are very, very similar. Now, box 5 is definitely darker than box 6, but box 4 and box 5 are too similar, so I will darken box 4. Now box 4 and box 3. You will not get this on the first try, and once you finish a box, it is okay to return and change that box. And there you have your smudged value scale. Congratulations, you have finished level 2. Please level up.